Hey, listen to me. I am so tired of this. It's all just too much. What happened? Are you okay, Trisha? Something seems off. Did something happen? You've been a bit out of sorts today. Well, yesterday, one of the seniors from my circle, the one who's always trying to get me involved in things, told me I had to go to this group date, and I ended up going because she insisted. I wasn't really interested in it, honestly. It wasn't my idea, but she kept saying how it would be a great experience for me, and I felt like I had to go. You know how it is when they give you that kind of pressure. Oh, I see. So you went away, and what happened when you got there? Did it turn out the way you thought it would, or did something unexpected happen? Well, there wasn't really anyone I could connect with, But the thing is, all of the guys were totally into me. It was like they couldn't take their eyes off me, and I wasn't sure if I liked it. Honestly, it got uncomfortable. And the worst part, the other girls at the table, they were giving me these looks like daggers. I could feel them glaring at me the whole time. I'm not even exaggerating. And then the senior, she just had to make a big scene and scold me, saying, "Don't let them bully you alone, Trisha, get a grip." I mean, you'd think she would have known what she was getting me into by inviting me, right? But no, she acted all innocent like it wasn't her fault. It was so awkward, and I felt like I was stuck in this mess. It was too much. Oh, I get it now. It sounds so stressful. I can't even imagine how you must have felt, but I guess it's over now, right? You won't have to go to another one of those for a while. You'd think so, right? But no. The same senior texted me later and invited me to another one next week. Can you believe it? She is relentless. And honestly, I'm starting to feel like I'm just being used. Like when I show up, it's supposed to make the guys more eager to join in, Like I'm some kind of prize or something. I don't even have time to deal with this stuff. I've got my own life, but she just keeps pushing me into it. Why don't you just say no next time? Tell her you're busy or that you have something else planned. I mean, I could do that, right? But then there's the thing about everyone else wanting to see me. I'm bored, yeah, but it's like when you're surrounded by people and they want to look at you. Like a beautiful flower in a garden. People want to admire it every once in a while, get a glimpse, and feel better. I guess I feel like I owe them that. When I get invited, I show up and I let them enjoy it. It's like an obligation, being the girl everyone wants to see. It's not as great as people think. It's exhausting, though. I don't really get it, but I guess if it makes you happy, then I can't say much. It's your choice in the end, right? Well, yeah, maybe, but you know what? I've been thinking about it, and I might stop going to these group dates soon anyway. Actually, there's someone I've started seeing. I don't know if I mentioned it, but yeah, there's someone I'm kind of into now. Wait, seriously? Since when did that happen? You never told me about this person. Oh, well, it's someone from the same university as me. We actually bumped into each other the other day, and when I walked past, he stopped me and told me that he'd fallen for me the moment he saw me. Can you believe that? He said it all so confidently, and I didn't know what to do at first. He asked me out right there, and honestly, I was kind of flustered, but after talking for a bit, I agreed to exchange phone numbers. Now he's been texting me every day, trying to win me over with all this sweet talk. I can't lie, I kind of like him too. I wasn't expecting it, but here we are, and I'm starting to think maybe I should give this a shot. Oh wow, I had no idea. Congratulations though. So what's he like? I'm dying to know more. You actually know him too. Can you guess who it is? Wait, what? I know him? Someone I know who would fall for you? This is a tough one. I'm not sure. Who is it? It's Brett. The handsome guy from the law department. Yeah, he's the one. What? Brett? Are you serious right now? You do know him, right? You've seen him around. Well, yeah, I know him, but wait, hold on. You're telling me that Brett is your boyfriend? No way, that's impossible. Are you pulling my leg? I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. Brett's my boyfriend now. Every night he texts me telling me he loves me. He says I'm so much cuter than you. I know it might be hard for you to hear, but that's how it is. No way. This has to be some kind of joke, right? Brett isn't like that. He's not the kind of guy who'd say that. You're lying. Well, you know what? He just doesn't act the same around you, that's all. He can't be his true self when he's with you, but when it's just me and him, it's different. I'm the one he's choosing now. Can't believe what I'm hearing right now. I mean, I haven't even broken up with Brett. He hasn't said a word about this to me. We're fine. He's never even mentioned you, so what's going on here? You must be mistaken. You and Brett? No way. But it's true, though. We are dating. Actually, we've got our first date planned for this weekend at this cute cafe. It's going to be amazing. And you know what? Maybe one day Brett will decide he doesn't want to be with you anymore. It's bound to happen eventually. But hey, don't take it too hard, okay? It's not your fault. I mean, it's really just that I am too perfect for him to resist, you know? I'll let you know how our date goes. Anyway, I've got to go now. Bye-bye. Wait, Trisha, hold on. Stop. What are you talking about? This can't be real. You have to be joking. Hey, Brett, did something happen with Trisha?
Huh? What do you mean? Did that girl say something to you?
That girl? Wait, is there something going on with her? Can you tell me more about what's going on?
Well, it was about a week ago. I was just walking around campus when suddenly she called out to me. And I remembered she was your friend, so I thought it'd be nice to chat with her for a bit. Then out of nowhere, she asked me for my phone number. And after that, from that very same day, she started sending me non-stop texts, like really late at night. I'd get messages until way past midnight. Recently, even in class, she's been texting me non-stop. And if I don't reply, she starts calling me until I pick up. I didn't know how to handle it at first, to be honest. It was kind of overwhelming.
Wait, what? That happened? Why didn't you tell me about this earlier?
I didn't want to worry you. I thought, well, you're her friend, so I wasn't sure if it would be appropriate to block her, and I didn't want to cause a scene. Honestly, I should have told you earlier, but I didn't want to make things worse. Sorry about that.
No, it's not about that, but wait, you didn't tell me this part. Trisha's been going around saying that she confessed to you and that you two are already dating. She even said that you have a date planned for the day after tomorrow.
What? No way! That's ridiculous. We didn't make any promises like that, and I'm definitely not dating her. I'm never gonna be with her no matter what. I don't even think she's my type, to be honest. Who would even go for someone like her?
Well, she keeps saying she's so popular and everyone's obsessed with her. She's acting like she can't handle all the attention.
Are you serious? That girl with that sticky, unkempt hair? She doesn't do any exercise, and she's got this constant belly showing because of how she slouches all the time. She doesn't even seem like she showers regularly, and her whole vibe is just... Well, she's always in those ratty old sweatpants. Who would ever even think about being with someone like that?
But you know what she said? She told me she was the star of that group date you went on the other day. She said all the guys were completely captivated by her, that they couldn't stop paying attention to her.
Oh, that group date? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It was actually pretty legendary in a way.
Legendary? What do you mean by that?
Well, you see, at that group date, the moment we all sat down, there was a whole situation that happened. Let me give you the rundown.
You won't believe this, but guess what? I went on the most amazing date with Brett yesterday. I honestly didn't expect it to go so well, but it was incredible. We just clicked, you know? Oh, wow, really? Sounds like you had a good time. Glad to hear it. Oh, please don't act all nonchalant about it. I know you're probably sobbing inside because, let's face it, he's my boyfriend now. Sorry if that stings. Huh? What are you talking about? You're just going to rub it in my face like that? No. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. But if you feel that way, it's okay. You can admit it. I know what it's like. Honestly, I get it. It's tough, right? Seeing someone take what you thought was yours. But don't worry, I'm not gonna gloat. I just wanted to share how amazing it was, that's all. I'm sorry, I really am if this is too much. But it happened, and now we're together. I mean, you knew it was bound to happen, right? Well, it's fine, I guess. I mean, I'm not upset about it. Honestly, though, I think you're just lying to yourself. This whole thing just doesn't feel real to me. Lie? What are you even talking about? I can't believe you're questioning this. You don't want to believe it, but Brett is mine, okay? we're officially together, and nothing you say is going to change that. It's like, finally, right? It took us a while to get here, but he's made it clear. He's not interested in anyone else. He said it himself. He told me I was what he needed. You have to accept it. You don't have a choice. Wait, so you really went on a date with Brett yesterday? After all this time? Yes, and it was incredible. We went to this super stylish cafe. The place was beautiful, soft lighting, cozy seats, and the atmosphere was just perfect. Brent was so attentive, so sweet. He was so into me. I felt like I was the only girl in the world. It was one of those moments where you just know. We were just together. It felt so real. I don't know how to explain it. It was our moment. It was perfect. That's strange, because Brett was with me yesterday, the entire day. He didn't mention you once. You sure you didn't just dream up this perfect date? Wait, what? You're saying, what? Are you serious right now? What are you talking about? I'm talking about the fact that Brett and I spent the whole day together. You know, at the bar, at our regular spot, just hanging out. I have photos to prove it. We even shared drinks, laughed a lot. You didn't think I wouldn't know, did you? You really think Brett would go out with you while we were together? Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. How can you say that? Brett and I were texting all night. He told me he was thinking about me. He said he couldn't wait to see me again. That's why I'm so sure we're together. I don't believe you. Really? Because it sounds like you're just convincing yourself. Here's the truth, Jess. He wasn't with you. He was with me at the bar, and it was a real date. You're the one lying here, not me. But don't worry, I'll show you. See? It was real. It's not something I'm making up. What? No way. That's just impossible. You're lying. That's not even Brett. No way. I can't believe you. You're so full of it. I'm not going to let you drag me down like this. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I offend your fantasy? It's cute how you keep pretending, but let's be real here. I'm not the one who's delusional. You're living in a dream world where you think you can just take whatever you want. But you can't, Jess. It's not working like that. He's not yours. He's mine. And deep down, you know it. You don't understand. I am the one everyone wants. I am beautiful. I am better than everyone else, and that's how it's always been. And I don't care what you say. He's mine now. No matter what you think, it doesn't change that. Oh, please, I'm so tired of hearing this. You really think you're better than everyone else? You honestly believe that just because you think you're pretty, you can treat people like garbage? That's the part you don't get. Looks aren't everything. And it's your attitude that makes you unbearable. You're rude, you're entitled, you think the world owes you something. That's why people can't stand you. Not because you're beautiful, but because you're toxic. And guess what? Brett doesn't want that. No, you have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not toxic. I'm amazing. I'm worth it. And if you can't see that, then that is your problem. But I'm not going to sit here and let you tell me I'm anything less than perfect. You just want to tear me down because you're jealous. You can't stand that I'm happy that he chose me, not you. No, Jess, I'm not jealous. I'm honestly just tired of you hurting people. You think you're the center of the universe, but you're not. Brett's tired of you too. In fact, he's been blocking you. His friends too. They all just want you to leave them alone. He doesn't need you, and he certainly doesn't want you. That's the truth, and you'd better accept it. No, you can't just do this to me. I'm supposed to be the one they want. I'm the one everyone's supposed to look at. I deserve to be the one in the spotlight, not you. Why isn't anyone listening to me? Why can't everyone just do what I say? Because that's not how life works, Trisha. You can't force people to care about you. You can't make them see you the way you want them to. You can't take people's attention by acting like an entitled, selfish brat. And the worst part? You're blind to your own flaws. You think you've got everything figured out, but really? You're just isolating yourself more and more. And it's only a matter of time before you push everyone away. You're wrong. You're all just jealous of me. I'm better than you all. I should be the one everyone loves. I'm not going to change for anyone. And you can't stop me. I'm done with this, Trisha. You can scream and yell all you want, but it's not going to change anything. You're just digging your own grave. So go ahead, keep acting like the world revolves around you, but don't come crying when it all falls apart. I'm blocking you. For good this time. After everything that happened, I made the decision to block Trisha's phone number and all of her social media accounts. I didn't want any further communication with her, not after everything she had done. I had already tried to be patient and understanding with her, but after all the manipulative behavior and the way she had treated not just Brett, but others around her, I couldn't justify letting her continue to be a part of my life. It wasn't just about protecting myself anymore. It was about cutting ties with someone who had crossed too many lines. Trisha had always had a certain way of manipulating people to get what she wanted, but when it came to her interactions with men, it seemed to reach new heights. She was relentless, messaging men she barely knew and forcing them into conversations they didn't want to have, just like what she had done with Brett. It was disturbing to watch, and I couldn't understand how she thought this kind of behavior would be acceptable. She wasn't just pursuing attention, she was actively pushing people into uncomfortable situations, demanding responses from them, whether they wanted to engage or not. The way she harassed Brett was just the beginning, and I was horrified to realize that it wasn't an isolated incident. From what I had heard, Trisha didn't seem to learn from her past mistakes. Instead of trying to change her approach, she repeated her behavior, trying to get the same reactions from other people. But the more people she tried, the more isolated she became. The other students at the university caught on to what she was doing, and before long, she had alienated almost everyone around her. When you keep pushing people away, eventually there's no one left to turn to, and that's exactly what happened to Trisha. I'm sure it wasn't easy for her. No one likes to be ignored or rejected, but she had brought it upon herself. She kept reaching out, trying to interact with people who weren't interested in her behavior, and yet she couldn't seem to understand why they weren't responding. I remember hearing stories from others who had been on the receiving end of her harassment. They'd tell me how uncomfortable they felt when she approached them out of nowhere, demanding their attention. Some of them even said they tried to be polite at first, but as the days went on, it became clear that she wasn't just interested in casual conversation. She was after something more, and she wasn't going to stop until she got it. I think, eventually, the constant rejection started to take its toll on Trisha. Her need for attention seemed to overshadow everything else, and it became clear that she was no longer just trying to form connections. She was trying to fill some deep-seated void within herself. When people keep shutting her down, I imagine it must have felt like a punch to the gut every single time. But that's the thing about trying to force connections. They're never genuine. And in the end, she was left feeling more alone than ever. As her attempts to reach out continued to be ignored, Trisha's behavior grew even more erratic. It wasn't long before she stopped showing up to class altogether. It was as if she had given up completely. Maybe she had finally realized that no one was going to take her seriously anymore. Or maybe she had just reached a breaking point where the constant isolation became too much for her to bear. Whatever the reason, Trisha disappeared from the university scene, no longer a part of the social dynamic she had once tried so hard to insert herself into. I didn't know what to think when I heard that Trisha had stopped coming to campus. Part of me felt relief. At least I wouldn't have to deal with her anymore. The thought of not having her constantly lurking around or trying to invade my space was a welcome change. But at the same time, I couldn't help but feel a twinge of sadness. I didn't want to feel sorry for her, but I couldn't deny that it was hard to not wonder what had happened to her. She had pushed so many people away, but underneath all of that, she was still a person. What had driven her to this point? Was she really okay? Or was this just the beginning of a deeper downward spiral? I think a part of me wanted to believe that Trisha could change, that she could somehow learn from her mistakes and come to understand why her actions had hurt so many people. But another part of me realized that she wasn't interested in change. She was stuck in a pattern of behavior that she couldn't break free from, and as long as she kept trying to manipulate and control her environment, she would never be able to form real, meaningful relationships with anyone. It's strange because for a while I had thought that maybe we could work things out. Maybe I could help her see the error of her ways, or at the very least, we could find a way to coexist without all the drama. But after everything that happened, I realized that some people just aren't capable of change. Not until they're ready to take responsibility for their actions and recognize the harm they've caused. And unfortunately, Trisha wasn't there yet. Eventually, the news that she had stopped coming to class seemed to spread throughout the university. Some people were concerned, wondering what had happened to her, while others were simply glad that the chaos had finally quieted down. There was no longer the constant fear of what she might do next, no longer the uncertainty of whether she would harass someone else or create another scene. For those of us who had been directly affected by her behavior, it was a welcome break. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Lacey, give me some money right now.
Jay, again? Didn't I just give you $300 last week? Don't tell me you already spent all of it.
Of course I did. What do you think money's for? Things kept coming up. Not my fault, so don't start blaming me. Anyway, just transfer $500 into my account by tomorrow morning.
Unbelievable. Jay, you seriously need to get a job.
Wow, look at you talking all big now. Since when did my little sister start acting all high and mighty? Moving out really went to your head, huh?
It's not about that. I just decided to start saying what needs to be said. And honestly, don't you feel embarrassed begging your younger sister for money like this?
Not really. We're family. If one of us has money, what's the big deal in sharing? It's not like you're broke.
That's not the point, and you know it. I can't be your personal ATM forever, Jay.
Damn, listen to you. Calling yourself my ATM like it's some official title or something.
I'm just using words you'll actually understand.
Self-awareness. Love to see it. Anyway, speaking of ATMs, make it an even 1,000 this time. Thanks in advance.
Excuse me, did you just double the amount like it's nothing? I am telling you right now, Jay, I have my own bills, my own rent, my own life. I can't just keep sending you money like I used to.
Then just move back home. Problem solved. No rent, no unnecessary spending, no need to whine about money.
Jay, I moved out for a reason.
Oh yeah, I know the reason. It's because of a guy, isn't it?
What?
You really thought I wouldn't figure it out? Come on, Lacey, you used to spend hours on the phone in your room, whispering and laughing. I'm not an idiot. I could tell from the way you talked. It was a guy.
Were you spying on me?
Spying? Nah, it's just that this house has walls thinner than tissue paper. I wasn't even trying to listen, but your conversations were basically broadcasted throughout the place.
Ugh, I guess I should have known.
So, since I was already on to you, I figured as your responsible older brother, I should do some investigating.
Investigating?
Yeah, you weren't exactly subtle, you know. If you did have a boyfriend, the most logical place to find him was your workplace. So, one day I swung by your office and staked it out.
You what?
And guess what? I didn't even have to wait long. You walked right out the front door, all smiles, holding hands with some dude. So that's why you moved out, huh? You ditched us to go play house with your boyfriend.
Jay, are you serious right now? You were watching me like some kind of stalker?
Oh, don't be so dramatic. I was just looking out for my little sister.
That's not looking out for me. That's crossing a line.
Whatever you say. Either way, I got my answer. And honestly, I knew it. The moment you started acting all secretive, I just knew.
Unbelievable. And here I was thinking I should finally tell you the truth. Well, since you've already been spying on me, I guess I don't need to hold back. Fine, you want to know? Yeah, I moved out because of him. He's my boyfriend. We've been together for a year, and we're planning to get married.
Oh, so it's been that long, huh? Didn't expect that.
You didn't expect me to be in a serious relationship?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. No offense, but I always thought you were too much of a homebody to actually date someone.
Wow, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Hey, I'll admit I was wrong. The guy's not bad looking either. Still wild to me, though. My little sister, all grown up, moving in with some dude talking about marriage.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Man, things really change, huh? One minute you're some kid running around the house, and the next you're out there starting a whole new life. Kinda weird to think about.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, all things considered, this is actually great news for me.
How is any of this great news for you?
Simple. Now I've got 2 people I can hit up for cash.
You've gotta be kidding me.
What? You're marrying him, right? That means his money is basically your money. And your money is basically my money. So, boom! My financial support system just doubled.
That's not how that works.
Potato, potato. Anyway, about that $1,000, just send it over and we'll call it even.
You are unbelievable.
So I've been told.
Fine, I'll transfer the money.
Knew you'd come through. You're the best, Lacey.
But listen to me, Jay. This is the last time. I mean it. After this, I'm done. No more bailing you out. No more bankrolling your spending sprees. And you can tell Mom the same thing.
Wait, well, hold on.
I mean it, Jay. I have my own responsibilities now, a future I am building. I can't keep holding you up while trying to move forward myself.
Huh? You're really serious about this, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Well, that sucks.
It does, but it's time, Jay.
Yeah, whatever.
Good.
So, one last favor, though?
Jay.
All right, jeez. Guess I'll figure something out on my own.
Good.
But, like, if I really need it.
Jay!
Okay. Message received loud and clear.
Goodbye, Jay. Lacey, it's me. What is it? It's about this month's allowance. Could you transfer it soon? What? It's rare for you to forget, so I thought I'd give you a little reminder. I didn't forget. Oh, good, then there's no problem. Actually, I need a little more than usual this time. I'm about $400 short on my credit card payment, so if you could send it by tomorrow, that'd be great. I gave Jay $2,000 at the end of last month. Oh, did you? Oh, but that was for Jay, wasn't it? My expenses are separate. Didn't he tell you? I told Jay that the $1,000 I gave him last time was the last. What do you mean, the last? I mean exactly what I said. Wait, are you saying you're not sending any more money? That's right. I don't understand. I have someone in my life now, someone I plan to marry. Oh, yes, Jay mentioned something about that. So since you're living with him now, I assume you'll be sending double the amount. Double? Or was it after you get married? If that's the case, then all the more reason to hurry up and register the marriage. Where are you even getting these ideas? Did I misunderstand something? Mom, listen carefully. I told Jay already, and now I'm telling you. That $1,000 was the last time I am sending money. Last? What do you mean, last? I mean it's over. I'm not doing this anymore. I don't know how Jay twisted my words when he told you, but I have started a new life. I have my own responsibilities now. I can't be your personal bank account forever. Wait a second. That $1,000, that was me being generous, a final act of kindness. But I can't keep carrying you and Jay. It's time for him to get a job and contribute. Lacey, stop right there. No, you stop. Dad's pension is still being paid, isn't it? You have money. There's no reason for you to be so dependent on me. But my credit card bills are your problem. Maybe if you weren't constantly buying expensive things, you wouldn't be in this situation. But I need money. And whose fault is that? Dad left you savings and you burned through them like they'd never run out. Now, instead of cutting back, you expect me to keep bailing you out? Lacey, it's a child's duty to take care of their parents. Stop being so selfish and send the money. You want to talk about duties? Fine, then let's talk about Jay. Because he is your responsibility, not mine. I have my own life now. Soon I'll be married and I won't be a part of this household anymore. I won't be in a position to send money even if I wanted to. But Jay doesn't work. That's why I've had no choice but to rely on you. You know, there's a word for that. Exploitation. Exploitation? Maybe you didn't realize it, but that's exactly what's happening here. For years, I have been the one holding everything together while you and Jay took and took. But now, I finally have a future to look forward to. And you expect me to keep sacrificing that future just so you and Jay don't have to make any changes? Lacey, you're being dramatic. No, I'm being realistic. But you've always helped us. Why are you suddenly changing your mind? Because I finally realized something. If I kept doing this, if I kept putting you and Jay before myself, I would never be able to get married. I'd never be able to build a future of my own. That's not true. Really? Then tell me, why is Jay still unemployed? Well, I mean, the economy is tough. Oh, please. Plenty of people find work when they actually try. Jay isn't even trying, and you just let him sit around doing nothing, waiting for me to fund his lifestyle. But you have a job. You can afford to help. I have a job. I work hard. And I should be using that money to build my life, not fixing the mistakes you and Jay refuse to take responsibility for. But Lacey... If you keep pushing, I'll block your number. Wait! I have things to do. Goodbye.
Lacey, you hear me? What the hell are you gonna do about this? Come on, answer me!
What is it now?
It's about Mom. She's been nagging me about working, constantly telling me I need to get my act together. It's getting really annoying, and it's all because of you!
Well, that's great.
What's so great about it?
It's not a good thing, Jay. Mom's been talking about your life and how you've been living as a NEET, no employment, education, or training. She thinks it's a problem, and she's right. This is a trend that's not going to end well.
No, it's not right!
Are you seriously going to sit there and act like everything's fine? Like you're not responsible for any of this?
What do you mean? It's fine!
It's not fine, Jay. You have to wake up to reality. This is about your life. Look at yourself. What, are you just going to keep living like this forever? Why don't you wake up and see how pathetic it all looks? You've been living off Mom and Dad since high school. You've never had a real job, and now here you are, 36 years old, still living off your parents, still using your sister's money. How long do you think this can go on? How are you supposed to feel proud about being a big brother when this is your reality?
What did you just say?
You heard me. I know you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. This isn't just some phase or bad luck, Jay. It's a pattern you've been living in for years, and it's pathetic. You've been living like this for how long? Are you really okay with it? It's not just about money, it's about respect for yourself and for your family. You're not just embarrassing yourself, but everyone around you, too. I can't even look at you sometimes without feeling disgusted by how little you've accomplished.
Shut your mouth! You think you know everything, but you don't.
It's better than doing nothing, don't you think?
You're not some big shot just because you landed a job at a decent company, so don't act all high and mighty, okay?
Oh, and by the way, who's the one depending on someone else for their paycheck, huh?
That's none of your business! I'm not answering to you! You better stop right there! I'm done letting you live like this. You think I'm joking? I'm coming to drag you back home no matter what it takes. You can cry, you can scream, but I'm taking you back. No more excuses!
Oh, so you know where I am, huh?
Of course I do! When I went to see your boyfriend, I saw you two heading into the apartment together. I didn't just look the other way, you know. I made sure to follow through on what I needed to do. You may think you're smart, but it's not hard to figure out where you're hiding. You're not as clever as you think you are.
Oh, really? You're so confident about this.
You won't be so smug once I'm done with you. The clock's ticking, Lacey. Enjoy your so-called freedom while it lasts. It's all over now. And don't even think about seeing your boyfriend before I get there.
What's that supposed to mean?
You honestly think that guy cares about you? The one who's been enabling you all this time? The one who's just as stuck as you? I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but look at what he's allowing. He's not even helping you stand on your own. He's just feeding into your laziness, your complete lack of direction. I'm telling you, you don't need people like him around. They only make things worse.
You are being so dramatic.
Dramatic? Is it really so dramatic to want something better for you? To not sit back and watch you throw away everything? The fact that you can't see it, that's what's truly dramatic. You're wasting your life, and if I don't do something now, it'll be too late. Do you think I want to do this? Do you think I like dragging you back like some child who needs a leash? No, but I can't stand seeing you throw it all away.
Oh, so now I'm a kid, huh?
You are! You act like one! If you want to be treated like an adult, start acting like one. I'm done with the excuses.
It's not just about working, Jay. It's about growing up. You are way past the point where you should have been responsible for yourself. You're 36. You should have your own life, your own direction. Instead, you're stuck in a rut, relying on everyone around you to take care of you. And I can't just sit here and watch it anymore.
You think I enjoy this? Having to drag you back home, making you face the truth? No, but someone has to do it, and it's gonna be me.
You think I'm scared of you?
You should be. But I don't need you to be scared, Lacey. I just need you to understand this isn't a choice anymore. I'm coming for you, and I'm taking you home. Don't make this harder than it has to be. You've already made enough mistakes.
Just stop.
No, I won't stop because you need to hear it even if you hate me for it. Now get your stuff together. You're coming home. Lacey, I know you're in there. I've been waiting for what feels like an eternity, and I'm not gonna let you hide from this anymore. I'm here to pick you up, and I expect you to open this door. I'm not going anywhere until I get you out of this mess. Lacey, don't play dumb. This isn't a game. I know you're home. You press the doorbell and act like you're not around. Are you seriously doing this? Quit pretending! Just open the door. I'm not leaving without you.
What? You really came? Are you serious?
Of course I came. What do you think I'm here for, Lacey? You can't keep running from this. Come on, enough of this nonsense. We're leaving now. You don't have any choice. Get out of that room and stop making this more difficult than it has to be.
Hold on a second. Let me explain something to you.
What now, Lacey? Can you just open the door? This has gone on long enough.
I'm not in there anymore. I moved out.
What? What do you mean you're not there anymore? What's going on? You were just there, 2 months ago? You signed a contract, didn't you? People don't just pack up and leave after 2 months. You didn't even mention anything about moving. This doesn't make any sense.
I don't live there anymore, and I'm not going back.
What? That's impossible! You've only been living there for 2 months! What, did you break the lease? That's not how it works. It's not that easy. You don't just pack up your things and go because you feel like it. There's no way you could cancel that contract that fast. Oh, trust me, Lacey, stop with the games. I know you're in there and I'm not playing along. Just come out already.
I really did move out. That place was a weekly apartment. You know, one of those short-term rentals.
A weekly apartment? What is that supposed to mean? What the hell are you talking about?
It's a type of apartment where you can rent it for short periods, you know, for people who need to stay somewhere temporarily. I stayed there because I wasn't sure what I was going to do next, but now I don't need it anymore. I moved out 2 days ago.
Wait, so you're telling me you up and left without telling anyone? Where the hell did you move to? Come on, Lacey, stop dodging the question. Tell me where you are, now!
I moved abroad.
Abroad? What? Are you out of your mind?
I'm not joking. I moved abroad. I'm not coming back. I'm staying there permanently. I'm not coming back to this life. I've made up my mind.
Wait, what? You're moving overseas just like that? Without telling anyone? What the hell are you thinking?
It's not like I'm just doing this without reason. My boyfriend is from overseas. He's not from here.
Your boyfriend's from overseas? Are you telling me that's why you suddenly decide to leave everything behind and disappear?
Yes, his family is from Europe. He's not American like you might think. I know he looks American, but that's just his appearance. He's European, and that's where we're going. We're getting married, and I'm moving with him. His assignment here is over, and we're both leaving for his home country.
Wait a second, you're just leaving? You're seriously gonna marry this guy and leave everything behind? Then what about us? What about your family, your life here?
You really think I'm just going to let you leave like this without any explanation?
Lacey, this isn't you. This isn't the way to handle things.
I'm not asking for permission, Jay. I'm an adult. I don't need anyone's permission to marry the person I love. It's my life, and I'm making the decisions. I don't care about anything else right now.
No, you can't do this. This is insane. You've been living here, working here, and now you're telling me you're just gonna throw it all away for some guy?
I'm not throwing anything away, Jay. I've already lined everything up. In fact, I'm switching jobs. I've got a new role lined up with his family's company. So when you try to talk to my old work, they won't have any answers. They'll just tell you that I've already moved on.
You're just gonna leave your whole life behind? Your job, your friends, your family, everything? And you think it's that easy?
Yes, it's that easy. I'm already close to the airport, by the way.
Wait, what? You're already on your way to the airport? What do you mean you're already gone? You're really doing this?
I'm done. I've already canceled my phone plan and I am flying out soon. This is happening and I'm not turning back.
What the hell are you saying? You're really just leaving? You're really cutting everyone off like this?
I'm sorry, Jay. This is for the best. I've made my choice and frankly, it's perfect timing. I've been wanting to cut ties for a while now. You know what? I'm glad it turned out like this. I won't have to deal with this anymore. You and Mom can think whatever you want, but I'm not looking back.
Wait a damn minute. You can't just leave like this. Not without telling anyone. What about me? What about everything we've been through?
You think I owe you anything, Jay? You think you're the one who gets to decide what happens with my life? You know what? I don't care anymore. I'm already out of here. You can't stop me now. Goodbye, Jay. Take care of yourself. I'm serious. Don't follow me. Don't try to contact me. It's over. Goodbye. Jay had apparently been waiting for me at the nearest airport to my house, hoping to drag me back. He had likely assumed that I would be flying out from there, but unfortunately for him, I was leaving from a completely different airport due to the final work assignment I had in the country. When Jay realized his ambush had failed, he seemed to think he could catch me off guard at my former workplace. It's no surprise that when he arrived, he was turned away almost immediately. The security guards, built like walls of muscle, weren't exactly sympathetic. They made it clear that if he didn't leave right then, they would call the authorities. Jay, who had been doing his best to come across as intimidating and forceful, was reduced to a nervous wreck, nearly in tears as he slunk away, no doubt feeling humiliated. On the surface, Jay may look like the kind of tough, intimidating guy you'd cross the street to avoid. He has that bad boy aura, the kind of guy you'd expect to be a street fighter, the type of person everyone else is cautious of. But in reality, underneath all that bluster, he is an absolute coward. His confidence crumbles at the first sign of serious resistance. He's more bark than bite, and the fact that he thought he could force me into coming back with nothing but intimidation says a lot about his desperation, as well as his lack of understanding about who I am and what I wanted from my life. As if his failure wasn't enough, Jay's next move was even more misguided. In what seemed like a desperate act, he somehow reached out to my grandfather, who is essentially the male figure in my family. My grandfather, who is a man of principle, didn't hesitate when he received Jay's request. However, instead of offering the help Jay was hoping for, my grandfather passed on an urgent financial SOS, alerting him to my situation. To make matters more complex, my uncle, who happens to be my mother's brother, has always been concerned about my well-being. He's been in touch with me on numerous occasions, offering emotional support when I needed it the most. What Jay and my mother didn't know, however, was that my uncle had already been involved. They assumed I was completely isolated and vulnerable, which was far from the truth. In reality, my uncle had been there for me for quite some time, always staying in contact and showing genuine care for my life, despite the distance and despite the misunderstandings that had been brewing in the family for years. It's ironic, really, that Jay and my mother thought they could manipulate my situation with money or guilt, while they completely overlooked the fact that I wasn't as helpless as they thought. The truth is, my uncle has been a silent pillar of support for me, and this only further enraged my mother and Jay when they found out. They didn't see the bigger picture. They saw only their own agendas and their own control over my life. This led to a massive rift in the family. My uncle, as one who would expect from someone who values integrity, was furious when he learned of Jay's actions. I had never told my uncle in detail about what had been happening with Jay, but when he found out, the weight of the situation became clear. Jay's manipulation wasn't just hurting me, it was threatening the delicate balance of family relationships. When Jay's attempt to get my grandfather involved failed, things only got worse. My mother, who had never been good at dealing with conflict, became increasingly hostile. The idea that I could stand up for myself, that I wasn't going to cave to pressure and manipulation, was something she couldn't process. To her, family was about control, and the fact that I had made decisions she didn't approve of, decisions that didn't fall in line with her idea of what I should be doing with my life, made her furious. At first, she tried to convince herself that I was just going through a phase. She tried to downplay my actions, telling herself it was just me rebelling against her. But when she realized that I wasn't coming back, that I wasn't going to let her dictate my life, she lashed out. In her mind, I had become the villain, the one who had turned their back on the family. She never once considered the years of emotional turmoil I had been through, the suffocating pressure of trying to meet her expectations. To her, I was simply a disappointment. And Jay, being the man he was, didn't help matters. Instead of understanding my situation, he chose to follow my mother's lead. He became her enforcer, attempting to twist everything I had done into some malicious plot to hurt the family. When they both realized that I was still not budging, their anger grew. And in a fit of rage, they did the one thing that would ensure any chance of reconciliation was gone. They decided to cut all ties with me. It didn't stop there. The fallout from their actions extended far beyond me. When they decided to sever their connection with my uncle, they didn't just isolate me. They isolated themselves from the rest of the family. Their decision to antagonize my uncle, someone who had always had my back, led to an irreversible split. I didn't want to be the reason for this division, but I couldn't ignore the fact that they had left me with no choice.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey sis, how's it going? I was wondering if you had some free time tomorrow? I was hoping you could accompany me on a little shopping trip I have planned. How about we go for lunch too while we're at it? My treat.
Hey, Gallagher. Good morning. Sure, I don't mind tagging along, but won't your fiancé Indigo be going with you? Somehow going out shopping with your sister right before your wedding feels kind of sad.
No way, there's nothing sad about me hanging out with my sis. Besides, you came home from your work transfer in Scotland, especially to come to mine and Indigo's wedding, right? You'll be going straight back after the wedding, right? I'll barely get a chance to see you, so treating you to a meal is the least I can do. It'd be nice to catch up with you in person sometimes, you know?
Yeah, I guess you're right. It'd be nice to see you, too.
Alright, that settles it. I'll see you outside the ticket gate at the southern gate of Ferdinand Station.
Got it. I knew it, you frickin' jerk! You're cheating on me! Hey, Gallagher, answer me! I just knew you were lying about going out for lunch with your sister. Who the hell is that woman? We're supposed to be getting married this weekend, you jerk. You are horrible. How could you do this to me? I'm about to teach your new girlfriend a lesson, so you better prepare yourselves for the hell that's about to rain down on you. No one crosses me. No one. Punishment delivered. That was the best punch I've ever thrown, even if I do say so myself. I hit her square in the jaw, and when she recoiled back, it was like it happened in slow motion. I loved the noise she made when she fell to the floor. I can still hear it in my head now. Man, that felt good. Hello? Gallagher, are you there? I got a good look at that bitch you're cheating on me with when I knocked her lights out, and she was very clearly older than you. I can't believe you'd cheat on me with a dried-up old hag. I'm obviously better looking than her. What the hell is wrong with you? Surely that's why you asked me to marry you. If you break up with her by the end of the day, I'll let you off the hook with just a $1,000 compensation payment, and we can still go ahead with the wedding. However, to ensure you never cheat on me again, I'll have no choice but to place you under constant surveillance, which means if you still want to marry me, you'll have to marry into my family and take my surname. Of course, that means you'll be moving in with me and my parents. Oh, and I'll be taking full control over your bank account so I can manage your finances on your behalf. This will be a lot easier for you if you accept that you have no other option than to do as I say sooner rather than later. If we have an understanding, I suggest you hurry up and dump the bitch. Then get down on your knees, apologize to me, and beg for my forgiveness.
Hey, Indigo. Where the hell are you?
Oh, hello there, Gallagher. What do you mean, where am I? Like hell I'm telling you. If you've decided to do the adult thing and apologize for cheating on me, maybe, just maybe, I'll tell you.
What the hell are you talking about? I just read your messages, so what's going on? Do you have any idea what an absurd misunderstanding you're making here?
Huh? A misunderstanding? Wow. And so begins the denial. Pathetic. I was hoping you had more integrity than this, but I guess that was naive of me, given that you were enough of a lowlife to cheat on me in the first place. I caught you and your lover together. I saw you with my own eyes. Are you seriously going to try and worm your way out of that despite the fact I caught you in the act? Or is this where you try and gaslight me and say I didn't see what I know I did?
That was my big sister, you idiot. I told you that when I left the house after breakfast this morning.
I don't want to hear your pathetic excuses, you low-life jerk. You act like I haven't seen your sister before. I know she was plumper with longer hair. That bitch I put in her place today had stylish short hair. You can't seriously think I'd get her mixed up with your sister. They practically couldn't look more different.
My sister went on a diet when she moved to Scotland for her work transfer.
Huh?
The diet went well and she lost a bunch of weight, so she decided to use the momentum to redesign her entire image. She had her hair cut short and started going for a more sporty image with the way she dressed.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Oh, this is ridiculous. I know you're desperate to come up with excuses to get yourself out of the mess you've made, but you should at least try to make them sound believable.
What the hell? God damn it, Indigo. I told you all this before. Don't you ever listen to a word I say? Don't you remember? I told you about my sister's diet maybe a month ago? Do you know when we were talking about what it might be like to live abroad?
Oh, that? Wait a sec. You mean that whole conversation was nothing but a setup for you to justify your cheating in case you ever got caught? Oh, Jesus, Gallagher, you're even more cunning than I thought.
What?
Just when I thought you couldn't possibly sink any lower, you exceed all expectations.
It wasn't a setup at all. It was just a freaking lighthearted conversation.
Quit blabbering on at me and apologize. We're not going to get anywhere until you do, so why not just swallow your pride and get it over with already? Like I said before, all you need to do is get on your knees, apologize, beg for my forgiveness, and accept all the conditions I listed before. If you do that, I'll agree to go ahead with the wedding. I suggest you hurry up and make your decision before I stop feeling so generous and big-hearted. Apologize.
I didn't cheat on you.
Oh, for God's sake, are you still trying to keep up the act? Pathetic.
The woman you saw me with was my sister. The woman you punched in the face based on the most ridiculous understanding of all time was my sister. It's fine to have doubts, but you should at least clarify them before resorting to violence. And seriously, me and my sister are both the spitting image of our dad. So even if her hair or build has changed, you should have known it was her from one look at her face. If anything, you look even more similar since her facial features became more defined from losing so much weight. You should have at least checked if it wasn't a case of mistaken identity before punching her square in the face. Do you have any idea of the gravity of the situation you caused?
That's my line, you low-life cheating scum. Are you so desperate to cling to your lies and excuses that you'd throw away the opportunity to win back my hand in marriage?
So basically, what you're saying is that you'll tell me where you are if I get down on my knees and apologize to you?
Oh, look, so you do understand. Does this mean you're finally ready to accept that you messed up and right your wrongs? Fantastic. You should know, I want to make sure I get some photos of you apologizing on your knees to me so that I can use them as a reminder to keep you in check if you ever dare cross me again. All right, I'll tell you where I am. I'm on a train headed to my parents' place. I'll be arriving in about 30 more minutes. Anyway, now that's settled, we need to discuss the particulars of our new living arrangement with my parents. I assure you, you will be on your best behavior while living with my mom and dad. Hurry up and get your ass down here with my $1,000 compensation for the affair so we can get down to business and start planning our future together. Gallagher, why are you still not here?
Shut up already.
Excuse me, what did you just say to me?
I filed criminal charges against you.
Say what now? God damn it, are you really gonna make me do this? It looks like I'll have no choice but to tell your sister. If I can get a written testimony from her, I'll finally have concrete proof of the affair. Hello, Lisa. My name is Indigo, and I am your brother's fiance. I think this is the first time I've ever messaged you since we met last year before you went on your work transfer to Scotland. So anyway, as for why I'm messaging you, listen to this. Gallagher cheated on me. And that's not all. He lied about being with you while he was out with his lover. Don't you think that's horrible, using you as cover for his affair like that? Surely you understand the pain I'm going through as a fellow woman. We have to stick together at times like this, sister. So won't you tell that jerk of a brother of yours he needs to pay up? I've tried and tried, but he won't listen, and he stubbornly refuses to admit that he even did anything wrong, which is why I need you to tell him to pay me $1,000 in compensation before getting down on his knees and apologizing to me. Hello? Lisa, are you there? Hello? Why aren't you replying? Answer me already. Wait a sec, are you on his side? Are you on that filthy, lying cheater side even after what he did? Ugh, no way you'd side with a cheater. Hello? You do realize I'll have no choice but to call off the wedding if Gallagher doesn't apologize to me, right? Is that what you want? You know, I assumed you'd be intelligent when your brother told me you were selected for an overseas work transfer in Scotland, but I must say I am so disappointed in you. No way, you're not gonna start making a big show and dance about how your brother filed criminal charges against me too, are you? You'd do well to remember he is the one in the wrong here, not me. All I did was launch a counterattack against the bitch he cheated on me with. How could you file charges against me for that?
Hey, Indigo. I just had a look at my sister's phone. Would you quit it and cut this crap out already? My sister has a concussion from when she banged her head on the floor after you punched her in the face. So she's resting up in bed and can't use her phone.
Snore. When will it end, Gallagher? When are you gonna stop coming up with these pitiful lies and own up to what you did? This crap ain't gonna wash with me.
Allow me to answer your questions to my sister on her behalf. I already filed charges.
What the hell?
How are you surprised? I already told you, for God's sakes, and that's not all. I phoned your parents and told them I'm calling off the engagement and the wedding. I also told them I have no intention of settling out of court. Lube up your bank account, Indigo, because I'm going in hard.
Oh my God. Wait a sec. Was all that stuff you said about the woman I punched being your sister true?
Did you seriously think I was lying?
Duh, obviously. Gallagher? Gallagher! Hello? My mom and dad flipped out at me so hard. I've never seen them that angry before. My dad got me in a headlock, dragged me up to my bedroom, threw me in, and locked the door before ordering me to wait until the cops arrive. Why is this happening? All I did was make a little misunderstanding. We all make mistakes sometimes, right? How can you turn a blind eye while your fiancé gets arrested? Surely this must be tearing you up inside. And what about your sister? Me and her will be family soon. How could she just stand by and watch as you filed criminal charges against me? Gallagher! 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 You do realize me and you won't be able to get married if you keep this up, right? I'll forgive your sister for confusing me. I swear I will. Just drop the charges, please. If you do that, you can still marry me. Mom and Dad should calm down and stop acting crazy, too. You'll do that for me, won't you, sweetie? Gallagher, please reply. Why won't you answer me? I'm not kidding here, baby. You really, really won't be able to marry me anymore if you keep this up for much longer. Is that what you want? You could lose me forever.
Yes, that's exactly what I want.
What?
Bye.
What the hell does that mean?
Hey, Lisa. Is now a good time to message? Are you feeling better yet?
Hey, Gallagher. Yeah, my condition's improved a lot. Thanks. The concussion's gone, the swelling on my chin has gone down, and the cut in my mouth is healing up nicely. Things are finally on the up. I'm so sorry for putting you through all this.
No way, that's my line. I can't believe I almost married Indigo. She's a complete lunatic. I'm so sorry for all the trouble. You didn't deserve any of this.
Now that you mention her, what's the situation with Indigo right now?
Oh, right. I called her parents and, taking into consideration the endless barrage of deranged, threatening messages, we decided it was best to proceed with the charges.
I see. It's not going to be easy for a girl of her age to end up with a criminal record, and given that it's all on CCTV, I doubt there's any chance she'll get off. But the fact of the matter is she broke the law and hasn't shown a shred of remorse about it. And as long as she refuses to accept the error of her ways, she'll continue to be a danger to society and should be dealt with accordingly. In short, she made her bed and now she has to lie in it.
All right, sis, you nailed it. I just got done canceling the engagement, but her parents very kindly agreed me to pay the compensation and cover the cost of the wedding on Indigo's behalf. Apparently, they're gonna see to it that she pays them back out of her own dime. In their own words, no matter what.
Wow, really? Well, thank God they're a little more reasonable than their daughter.
Also, they guarantee me they'll make absolutely sure she never shows up here looking for revenge. So you don't have to worry about her doing anything else.
I guess that just about wraps everything up then, right?
Yep, pretty much. Anyway, when will you be leaving back for Scotland? I imagine you had to delay everything with the whole being hospitalized thing, right?
Oh, right. I'll be in America for another week.
I was hoping we can give going out for that meal another shot since we kind of got interrupted last time. What do you say?
Oh, I'd love to. I was hoping we could fit it in before I leave again, actually. All right. Would it be cheeky of me to put in a request for that pizza place on 7th Street?
Not at all. The least I can do for you is treat you to some pizza after what you've been through. I'm obviously going to be footing the bill too. Are you sure you don't want to go somewhere much more expensive? It's not like we get to see each other that much. How about we splash out? There are a bunch of upmarket places on 12th Street.
Oh, they do look nice, but I can never help but feel like those places seem kind of stiff and formal. I was thinking maybe somewhere we could let our hair down, relax, and have a wild old time while enjoying our fair share of beer.
Aha. I know what you mean. Say no more. In that case, the pizza place on 7th Street it is. Of course, there'll be beer plenty, but they also do an all-you-can-eat buffet. I can't wait.
Wow, they do? Oh, they must have introduced that while I was away, because I don't remember that at all. Yes, infinite pizza.
Get hyped.
Woohoo! I can't wait.
I received another apologetic phone call from Indigo's parents a few days later. Apparently, they felt like I deserved to know about what was going to happen to their daughter going forward. Her mom and dad are old now, and they decided their problem daughter was beyond their capabilities, which meant she was sent on a grueling 12-hour bus ride with endless changeovers to stay with a distant relative with a reputation for being extremely strict. To add insult to injury, for my wayward ex-fiancé, her phone and laptop were confiscated before she went. It was decided that she would gradually pay her parents back for the compensation they paid me by working on her relative's farm while undergoing a rigorously disciplined routine of chores and rehabilitation. all while having access to no entertainment or leisure activities. As for me and my sister, we went to the pizza place a few days later. After the beer started flowing, suddenly my sister said to me, "People you thought you knew can change in a heartbeat, no matter how long you've known them, no matter their age or gender. The key to protecting yourself is to train your ability to judge character." While a little taken aback by the suddenness of her semi-drunken proclamation, her words struck a chord with me. With that, I swore to introduce my next girlfriend to my sister at the first opportunity.
Hey, Grandma, it's Taylor. I'm really sorry to message you so late at night like this. Aren't you at home? I'm ringing the doorbell, but there's no answer. Are you asleep already? I wanted to message Dad, but Mom deleted his number from my phone and I didn't know who else to contact. Grandma, please help. Taylor? Oh, hey, Grandma. I guess you were asleep then? Oh, I'm so sorry if I woke you. I really didn't want to have to do this. No, I'm the one who should be apologizing, dear. I have my phone on silent while I sleep. Oh, I'm so sorry I missed your messages. It's fine. It's not your fault. I'm the one messaging you in the middle of the night. Anyway, dear, what on earth is going on here? Why would you message me begging for help in the middle of the night after we haven't spoken for 2 years? What's going on? Oh, it must be something urgent if you went out of your way to message me like this. Why on earth would you message me at this time? I'm outside your house right now. Huh? I've been ringing the doorbell, but did you deactivate it or something? I couldn't hear anything from the inside, and it doesn't really seem like anyone's here. Oh dear, oh Taylor, oh let me guess. Are you in Vermilion City right now? Yeah, of course. I'm outside your house in Vermilion City. And where's your mother? Isn't she with you? I came by myself on the last train. Listen to me, Taylor. I'm not there anymore. I moved to Pewter City a few months ago. Huh? Pewter City? I did tell your mom about it. Oh, didn't she tell you? This is the first time I'm hearing anything about it. Oh dear. Oh, I'm so sorry. I really should have messaged you directly. What should I do? I'm scared, Grandma. We're in the middle of a torrential downpour here, and it's freezing cold. So cold I can hardly move anymore. Oh my God. Oh, this is bad. Oh, don't panic, dear. I'm going to call you a taxi immediately. But Grandma, Pewter City's really far away, right? I used up the last of my money on the train fare. Don't worry about that. I'll let the taxi company know to get their money once you get to my house. Hang tight there for a little while longer, okay? Oh, okay, Grandma. Got it. Thanks. Taylor, I'm sorry I kept you waiting. I booked a taxi with the taxi company around the corner from my old house. They should be there almost immediately. Oh, okay. Got it. I'll be awake until you arrive here, so don't hesitate to message me if you need anything, okay? All right. Thanks so much, Grandma. Chrissy! Huh? Is that my ex-mother-in-law? What do you want with me, Jill? Why would you message me after me and your son Jack already divorced 2 years back? Are you feeling lonely or something? What the hell do you think you're playing at, forcing your high school-age daughter to wander around outside in the middle of the night? I know what you did. Explain yourself. Excuse me? Did something happen with Taylor? Did something happen? You know damn well it did. Apparently, she didn't know I moved to Pewter City, and she messaged me desperately begging for help after she showed up outside my old house in the middle of the night. Huh? Hang on a sec. More importantly than that, how do you know my number? I've had it since before you and Jack divorced. Wait, you did? I didn't think it would be appropriate for me to message you since you won custody of Taylor over my son, and besides, I never had any particular reason to get in touch with you until now, so you probably didn't realize I had it, that's all. Oh, I see. Well, looks like I screwed up then. I must have been so busy blocking Jack after the divorce that I forgot to block you along with him. I woke up to a slew of messages begging for help and called her a taxi in a panic. But what on earth do you think you're playing at, Chrissy? This is unacceptable. Oh, I see. So she went to that grandma's house, did she? That grandma? I told her she was supposed to go to my mom's house, but I guess she got confused. I would have never guessed in a million years she'd show up at your old place. This is kind of hilarious. This is no laughing matter, young lady. Whatever. I guess if you're going to be taking her in now, everything worked out for the best. Worked out for the best? Which part of this situation do you think is positive? Enough beating around the bush, Chrissy. Explain yourself to me. Why did my granddaughter show up outside my house in the middle of the night in the freezing cold and pouring rain? Yeah, take a chill pill already, would ya? I'm on vacation in the Bahamas with my boyfriend right now. What? Your boyfriend? Is this a different person to the guy you destroyed your marriage by cheating on my son with? Sure it is, but me and Jack are divorced now, so I'm free to date whoever the hell I want. What's the problem with that? You don't have any right to go sticking your nose into my love life. You're right, I don't. It's not my business and I have no intention of prying. But when my granddaughter shows up outside my old house in the middle of the night begging for help, that makes me involved. Wait a second. You didn't leave that poor girl all on her own to go on vacation with your boyfriend, did you? Jeez, Jill, what is with you? She's in high school now, so she's more than capable of watching the house by herself for a measly 2 weeks. Are you trying to stunt her growth or something? You have to give kids of that age responsibilities so they can learn the ways of the world. I was doing her a favor. What? You left my granddaughter on her own for 2 weeks? Chill out, would ya? It's not like she was gonna starve. I did leave her $10 for food, you know. $10? You left her $10 to get by on for a whole 2 weeks? Would you quit overreacting to everything I say? It's making me cringe. What on earth are you saying? She wouldn't even be able to afford a sandwich per day on that much. Do you have any idea how expensive food is these days? Yeah, well, actually, it turns out she did message me saying she was struggling for food, which is why I told her to go to her grandma's place. But for some reason, she got the wrong end of the stick and thought I was talking about you, her dad's mom. Like, why would I mean you when you haven't spoken for 2 years? Ugh, I swear, that girl can be so dense sometimes. How is it that you're completely glossing over the fact you left your high school-age daughter on her own for 2 weeks? You made her so desperate she felt she had no choice but to beg for my help in the middle of the night. I didn't tell her to go in the night. It's not my fault she's impatient. Like I told you, I am currently enjoying a lavish holiday in the Bahamas with my boyfriend. You're kind of annoying me now, so we're gonna have to call this conversation a day here. But I can trust you to take care of Taylor while I'm gone, right? Thanks, Jill. You're a real star. Well, of course I'm not going to leave her alone, but what the hell? Do you seriously think it's acceptable to abandon your responsibilities as a mother like this? Aha, I just remembered. I told her she'd get some food if she asked her grandma for help. So make sure you make her a nice hearty meal, okay? It'd be a shame if you let your granddaughter down now, don't you think? She's your responsibility now. But you're her mother. Oh, you fought so desperately for custody during the divorce. Why would you act so recklessly and irresponsibly now? Oh, this makes no sense. Please, Jill, would you quit lecturing me already? You act like you're still my mother-in-law. I swear it's so cringe. That's not the point. Would you stop trying to deflect and answer my questions for once? My boyfriend and I will be away for another 10 days, so I'm gonna need you to look after Taylor until we get back. You'll be a darling and do that for me, won't you, Jill? 10 days? You mean you intend to completely ignore the situation you've created here to carry on and enjoy your vacation? Oopsie. Sorry, Jill, but I'm gonna have to go. John Paul is calling me to the bedroom. Something tells me we're about to have some steamy fun, if you catch my drift. Toodles! No, Chrissy, you stop right there. Wait! Hey, Grandma, the taxi driver said we just arrived at Pewter City. Got it. I'm waiting for you out on the front porch. Okay. Grandma? Yes? I don't feel too good. I keep getting these shivers. What? I kind of already felt like I was getting a cold before I messaged you, but I think I might have a fever now. Oh no. Oopsie, silly me, I can be so forgetful sometimes. I meant to tell you this before, but I need to make it clear that I will not be giving you any money to cover the costs of looking after Taylor. This might have all come about due to a misunderstanding, but the end result is that you get to spend some time with your granddaughter despite the fact your son lost custody of her in divorce court. You must be over the moon to get the chance to spend money on her like this, right? Go on. You can celebrate by spoiling her rotten. You should know that your daughter, Taylor, she just got rushed to the hospital in an ambulance. Huh? What the... I know she was bound to look a little different after us not seeing each other for 2 years, but I had no idea she'd look like this. I barely recognized her when the taxi showed up at my house. I can't believe how skinny you've let her get. Oh, that? Oh, don't be silly. I just put her on a little diet, that's all. I don't want to hear your excuses, and I don't believe you. I have to go to the hospital with her now, so you won't hear from me until things have settled down. Wait, what? No. Hello, Jill, are you there? I came back to the States yesterday. Can I have Taylor back soon? Not happening. What? Why not? I remember you told me some crap about her being taken to the hospital, but that was almost 2 weeks ago. Surely she's better now. Yes, you're right. She's absolutely fine now. She was feeling very drained and lethargic, so they kept her in for a few days while carrying out some tests, but she got discharged around a week ago. Then why won't you give her back? Because she doesn't want to go back to you. What? What did you just say? Taylor told me everything. You've been spending Jack's child support payments, which were obviously supposed to go towards looking after Taylor, entirely on yourself, haven't you? You weren't even feeding her properly. You failed in your responsibilities as a mother, and you no longer have any right to be one. Who the hell do you think you are? I am that girl's mother and legal guardian, and I won full custody of her in court, so quit sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong. I can report you to the cops for abducting her if you'd like. Fine, go ahead. I can call Child Protective Services if you like. God damn you. Of course, I'll have Taylor's testimony on everything you did to her. Then there's the fact you left her with a measly $10 to feed herself on for a whole 2 weeks while you went on a luxury vacation with your boyfriend. She's a high school student, Jill, not a goddamn baby. There's nothing wrong with leaving her to watch the house every now and then. She's even got a part-time job. I know, and I also know you confiscated all her wages every time she got paid. What the hell do you think you're playing at? I want answers, Chrissy. Huh? Even if we accept that Taylor is very mature and independent for her age, that doesn't justify leaving her all on her own for 2 weeks with a poxy $10 to look after herself with. 16 or not, she's ultimately still a child, which means it's your responsibility as her mother to protect her safety and well-being. You're messed up in the head at the point that you think it's acceptable to go on vacation when your daughter tells you she's coming down with a cold. You're not fit to be a mother. What? Jack's in full agreement with me on this one. And what in the heck does this have to do with that jerkwad? In case you forgot, I won custody of Taylor because Jack was deemed by the judge to be unable to provide an appropriate environment to look after a child in. So why the hell would his opinion suddenly matter now after all this time? Enough of this nonsense. Since you finally arrived home, allow me to convey my intentions going forward. Huh? Why so formal all of a sudden? Regarding the reason I moved to Pewter City, Jack was recently placed on a long-term work transfer here at his company's new branch office. His company provided him with a generously large apartment, which he very kindly invited me to live with him in. Oh, so that's why? Great, well, I don't care. Why would you even bore me with this crap? It's your life, Jill. You're free to do whatever you like. Oh, I see. You don't understand the implications of what I just said and are in fact just as dim-witted as I thought. In that case, allow me to explain. What? Hey, quit being so horrible. Me? Horrible? You've got some very selective definitions, Chrissy. Go on then, tell me. To put it simply, Jack is now capable of providing a suitable environment for looking after a child. Huh? I would hope you already know this, but legally speaking, a child has the right to choose which parent they live with when they reach the age of 16. Taylor's in high school now, and as you know, she recently turned 16. Wait a sec. No way. Yes, way. Me and Jack are currently in talks with a lawyer regarding changing her legal guardian. I'm sure the fact that you've been spending all her child support money on yourself will be taken into consideration when the decision is made. No. Wait a second. It wasn't like that. I did that for Taylor. Oh, think about it. If I'm happy, then she's happy, right? And when I spend money on myself, I'm happy, which means it was in Taylor's best interests. You have a disgustingly warped view of the world, young lady. Anyways, let's not get sidetracked here, okay? Where I'm going with this is that once Jack takes custody, you'll be paying him child support until Taylor reaches adulthood. What? No way, I can't do that. I'd have to get a job to keep up with that. Oh my God, I won't be able to live. Yes, that's right. It would appear all of our lives are about to get very busy. We're counting on you, Chrissy. No, please. Oh, this can't be happening. Jill, I have no money. Damn it, Jill! A few days later, my son Jack took custody of Taylor. With that, she moved to Pewter City to live with us in his new apartment. It would have just about been possible for her to carry on going to the same high school if that was what she wanted, but she decided to switch schools and go to one in Pewter City instead. She's always been great at making friends. She already gets on super well with her classmates, who all adore her, and is enjoying life at her new school. As for Chrissy, who lost the right to call herself a mother with her despicable actions, she did find herself a part-time job, which she stayed at for a little while. But between the fact she's been stealing my son's child support payments as well as confiscating Taylor's wages from her part-time job, it wasn't enough to keep up with her new outgoings, and she plunged into the depths of financial hardship in the blink of an eye. Her boyfriend broke up with her, and she was left no choice but to move back in with her parents out in the countryside. It turns out they're decent people, but they were obviously livid with their daughter and forced her to get a job at a local factory to keep up with the child support payments. Not only that, but they even made her get a part-time night shift job on top of it. Now she spends her days in abject misery, wondering how she managed to screw everything up so badly. Rosie, you're so mean. What? Why would you do that? What, Bailey? Come on now. What do you want? I heard this from the old lady next door, but you went and took your really good-looking boyfriend home with you and showed Mom and Dad? Why did you never tell me about that? Jesus! If you're bringing your boyfriend over with you, then you should tell me too. I have to be there in order to see if he'll be a good fit for me or not. That's the reason I didn't tell you crap. What? Listen, Bailey, I don't go out finding men I like and want to be in a relationship with just to bring them around you and have you take them. And by the way, you are not in the place to be texting me about anything at all right now. Why not? Oh, don't tell me you've forgotten about the fact that 4 years ago you stole my husband from me. You would never be able to forget that, right? Yeah, I haven't forgotten about that. And Mom has told you plenty of times now that you are not allowed around their house ever again. But each time she tells you that, you just show up more and more frequently with that stupid, emotionless smile on your face. And what about that? I have to go back to Mom and Dad's house often in order to find out if you've brought another man over to the house or not. If I can't go there anymore, I won't know who you're with. Are you kidding me? All of the men you bring in are always so amazing. But the thing is, all of those men deserve to be with me, a far more wonderful and attractive woman. And actually, all of the men you've brought home with you in the past have always fallen in love with me, right? I've always loved having those men fall for me like that, and it's become sort of an addiction now. Huh? What are you talking about? I've only ever had one man that you stole from me, and that was my previous husband. What are you talking about? There was the classroom president you were with in middle school, and the leader of that club you were in back in high school. And in college, you had that boyfriend who was a model, right? I liked him. Wait, all of those guys were never my boyfriends. What? I'm sure to those around us we looked like we were a thing because we'd always hang out with each other all the time. But the only reason I was ever around the class president in middle school all those times is because I was the vice president. And the reason I was always talking with the leader of that club in high school is because I was the manager for all his events. As for that model in college, he actually did end up asking me out, but at the time I was already dating the man I would one day call my husband, who is currently my ex, so I had to turn that model down. What? Are you serious? Well, at this point, all of that is history and doesn't really need to be brought up anymore. But what I know about you that needs to be talked about is all of those men you've stolen from other women. And the fact that you feel like it's a great thing that you've stolen so many men from be it me or any other woman is a huge problem. You need to grow up a little, Bailey. What? For some reason, I'm getting even more fired up now. What? Telling me that everyone else besides your ex had no close relationships to you at all makes me upset, actually. It makes me feel like you're trying to make me feel bad about everything I've done. So I'm going to make an announcement right now. That man that you're with right now, I'm going to steal him from you whether you like it or not. That'll show you. Ugh. By the way, whatever happened to my ex-husband that you stole from me? You know, the man you cried and begged for days and weeks who had been working for a very large company and had all the features you liked? What happened with him? Did you guys already break up? Oh, right. For some reason, the flame just went cold. After just 2 months, he and I broke up. I see. That's why I'm not even going to attempt to hold back as I go for your current boyfriend. Then let me say this. What? If you think you can take him, then give it your best shot. Huh? I'm going to tell him everything about you right now so that he knows what to expect. I'll let him know that you maliciously try and steal all of my men from me, even those that aren't in a relationship with me, and then move on to the next man that I'm around when you get bored with the previous. Did you just say I'm maliciously doing this? So you have a better way to describe yourself? There's no way a beautiful, sexy woman like myself is malicious. Well, whatever way you think of yourself, consider meeting him to be a very hard challenge. This previous time was probably his last for a while, and I'm not sure when the next time will be when he comes around to Mom and Dad's house. So it's better that you not even try going after him. Also, I'm going to show him all these texts you've sent me so he understands that this is serious. Huh? There is not going to even be a chance of you stealing him from me this time. Huh? Bye now. Rosie, hello. How many months has it been since we last chatted? Well, anyway, I've gone and taken your boyfriend. Again. The fact that you haven't said anything to me about this yet means you never even noticed. By the way, your boyfriend George is frickin' awesome. I went to your apartment since I saw George going in there. All I had to do was knock on the door saying who I was, and he let me right inside. And right then and there, he and I got into it, and I got to have myself a little taste of what's to come. Thank you for that wonderful meal. And guess what? George is so far the most handsome-looking and high-spec man that I have seen. And I've recently been really thinking about settling down soon. Since he's the perfect man for me, I'm going to take him and get married. Sorry for stealing yet another one of your men. What the hell? Did you tell me that you just stole my boyfriend and that you're going to marry him now? Bailey? Oh, good morning, Rosie. Thank you so much for once again bringing me another high-spec man to take. What are you talking about, especially when there's no chance you've come across my boyfriend? But right now, George and I just stopped at the courthouse and dropped off our marriage forms. George? That's right. We just made sure to get rid of that apartment you had always been staying at with him, and now he's moving in with me. After all, he's going to be my husband now. Wait, who the hell is he? He's my new husband. That's not what I'm asking. Who the hell is George? Like I've said, he's your now ex-boyfriend. But my boyfriend goes by the name George, and he's not even in the US currently. He's not? What, did Mom never tell you anything about him? She told me you continued to barrage her with questions about him, and so she had to give you his name to get you to shut up. Oh, I get it now. You got the name George and George mixed up, I think. Huh? Wait, but George, wasn't he living with you in that apartment I was just at? Did you go out to Havensfield to get that apartment? That's right. Well, I moved out of that apartment a year ago, and I've never been back there. Huh? You moved out of there? Which means I haven't been living there for a year now. Huh? I'm going to assume that George guy moved into that apartment after I had moved away and is most likely American, right? Where are you right now, Rosie? Overseas. Huh? You're overseas? I'm back in George's hometown with his family. The reason that I was ever able to meet a guy like him in the first place is because he came to our state to do some business with one of his company's customers, and then had to go back home after a few months. So before he had to head back home, I told him that I'd be coming with him, and so I quit my job and flew out of the States with him. I just found myself a job here, actually, and so things are finally starting to calm down for me again. What the heck? How dare you get a foreign boyfriend like that? You're so mean! He and I just got married a month ago, so you can call him my husband now. What? Does that mean a while back when you brought him over to Mom and Dad's house? He came over to their house before needing to go back home and asked Mom and Dad for their approval in him marrying me. Before he needed to go back home? So that really means... That's right. Right now I'm texting you from our house that is not in the US. Are you serious? It's funny that you just thought you'd gotten the best of me again and even married him that quickly. Well, congrats for that. What the hell? I only wanted him because I thought that he was yours. There's no reason for me to have gone through all this work to steal him now. Rosie, there's just some random people living in Mom and Dad's house right now. Where's Mom at? What? You went to that house again? I did. God, this last month has already been too much for me to handle. George ended up having another woman who he was engaged to at the time, and so that fiancé of his ended up making me pay for their wedding that had to be canceled and a settlement. Everything's been so hard for me, and to be honest, I have no more money. I came back to Mom and Dad's house with the hopes of getting Mom to help me pay for all of this. But as I walked up to the front door, there were random people living inside the house. If you want to know where Mom and Dad are, they are here with me. What? Mom and Dad are living with us in our house now. Huh? Does that mean that Mom and Dad are overseas now too? That's right. They went and got all the paperwork done that they needed to do, got their visas to come and live here, went to a language school for 3 months, and then helped us buy a brand new property here. They started doing all of this once they both got fed up with you always causing issues for them, and so they've been preparing for this for over a year now. And finally, a month or so ago, everything worked out the way we had all planned, and they were both able to move out here. No frickin' way. You all just left me here in the US? How the hell could my own family do something like that to me? Listen here, Bailey. Ever since you stole my husband from me 5 years ago, this whole family has hated you. Mom, Dad, and myself. You were even told that you were being disowned, yet you continued to go to Mom and Dad for everything, acting like nothing had happened. Seriously, how many times would they have had to tell you you're not family to them anymore before you got the hint? I never said that was okay. Nobody said you had the right to say it was okay or not. What the hell, Rosie? I think that the three of us had been too kind to you after what you did. We told you that you were not a part of the family anymore, yet we continued to talk with you through text and such. The only reason we've really been continuing to talk with you is to try and prevent you from getting too crazy. Had we blocked you 5 years ago, we were afraid you might lash out and try to kill us. But by staying in contact with you, we seem to have only made things worse. Rosie! Today, Mom, Dad, and myself are going to the store to get new phones and new SIM cards for here. What? I thought I'd just let you know that before we get our new numbers. Hold on a sec. I got a divorce from George. There was no hope in trying to rely on him for money and things since he lost it all to his fiancée. I see. Most of our distant family is on the other side of the U.S. now, and most of them won't even talk to me anymore. So, I would like to come with you. I don't want Mom or Dad to have to suffer through any more of your crap with you. You're saying I caused them to suffer? That's right, Bailey. What? That's the whole reason why I worked with them to get them to move here. We all want to be free from you now, so don't you dare get in our way. Rosie! I'm blocking you now. Bye forever. What happened with my little sister after that is pretty hard for me to know specifically since I blocked her. But luckily my mom was able to get in touch with that fiancé of George's that ended up being caught in Bailey's mayhem and has been talking with her ever since. From what she's told my mom, Bailey ended up going to work at a strip club for a few weeks to start making some money for the settlement. But in between working shifts there, she would go throughout the city collecting cans and bottles to get dimes back for at the local supermarket. However, she too wasn't able to get a hold of Bailey anymore after a while, most likely due to Bailey's phone breaking or her not being able to pay her phone bills. And only a month later, we got one last bit of information about her through a rumor, and it's not great. The last of her that was seen was of her getting into the back of a black van with 2 other men, and then it driving off to never be seen in the city again. But a week after that happened, some money came into the fiancé's account from Bailey to finish off paying her settlement, so she still has to be alive somewhere. I'm just glad that she paid off all that settlement and hopefully will not cause any more trouble for anyone now. As for my parents and I, we're all out living in a very lovely villa out in Spain now with my new husband. We ended up getting this place with the help of my parents as they were getting ready to move here, and so far it's fit the 4 of us in it comfortably. Both my parents are going to some more classes again to improve their Spanish even more. And I was able to get myself a job working for an American company here in Spain, where I can use both my English and Spanish skills to work. Luckily, George never had to really talk or see my sister in person, because after showing him the text she had sent me a while back, along with the story about her stealing my ex-husband, George said he'd slap her across the face the moment she came near him. And based off how large my husband's arms are due to all the competitive bouldering he does, he'd probably end up killing her with one slap. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Roland? Are you there? The wedding's gonna be starting soon. Are you sure you're gonna have time to get changed and everything? You're cutting it a bit fine here. What on earth is going on? Is everything okay? Please respond to me, Roland. Anything is fine. Will you just let me know you're okay? Everyone's freaking out here because no one can get in touch with you, babe. Please let us know you're okay. We're worried about you.
All right, there we are. That's the divorce papers handed in. All done.
Huh? What the?
Yep, you heard me. Today's wedding is off. Canceled. Boom.
Roland? What the hell are you talking about? I couldn't get through to you for ages. I was so worried. Where the hell did this come from all of a sudden? What are you even saying? Why would you want a divorce? And how could you hand the papers in without my signature? We only applied for the engagement last week. What the hell are you doing? This makes 0 sense.
Don't play dumb with me, bitch. It's your fault I'm divorcing you and you damn well know it.
Huh? Me? What the heck? Oh my God, Roland, don't talk to me like that.
You cheating bitch.
Stop it! I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't cheated on you, I swear.
Liar. You had a chance to prevent this, you know. I've been waiting quietly for you to own up and apologize for what you did, but nothing came, so you left me no choice. Quite the contrary. I mean, just look at all those messages you just sent me.
What? You mean the messages I sent because I was worried about you and didn't know where you were?
Worried? Drop the saint act, you filthy liar. No mention of the fact you cheated on me, no apology, and nothing but condescending commands for me to report my whereabouts to you? Who am I, your freaking son? Your slave? That was the final nail in the coffin for you, woman. You might have had a chance before, but you sure as heck don't now. This settles it. We are done.
How many times do I have to say it? I'm not cheating on you, and I never have.
I know. It was against the law to forge your signature on the divorce papers. But you're hardly in a position to criticize anyone. This divorce is all your fault after all, isn't it? You filthy lying cheater?
I did not cheat on you, Roland. What will it take for you to believe me? Ugh. Just hurry up and come to the church, will you please? We're never gonna get anywhere flinging crap at each other like this over messages.
Like hell I'm going to the church, you crazy or something? We're divorced now, so we're obviously not gonna have a wedding ceremony. You need to take responsibility for what you did and deal with the consequences of your actions yourself. I'm sure you'll come up with some way to get out of this without everyone hating you. You are an expert liar after all.
Quit calling me that, Roland. I'm not lying about anything. What the hell gives you the right to decide all of this on your own while you leave me hanging at the altar? Today was supposed to be our wedding day, damn it!
You think I'm just making baseless accusations here? I have proof, idiot.
All right, fine. Well, show it to me then.
I don't need to prove anything to you. The truth is the truth, and ain't nothing gonna change that.
We're both banging our heads against brick walls trying to get our points across to each other here, Roland. How the hell are we ever gonna get anywhere unless you show me the proof?
What is this, some pathetic attempt to earn yourself time to pull off your next sleazy stunt? You should know when to quit. Things are over between me and you. Oh, and mark my words, bitch. You will be paying me compensation.
Quit speaking to me like that already, Roland.
You better prepare yourself for the hellfire that's about to rain down upon you, you cheating whore! Hey, bitch. I want my compensation, and I want my money back for everything I contributed to the wedding fund. In total, you owe me $5,000. Pay up. I'm willing to be generous and give you a whole 2 weeks to come up with the money. I might hate you now, but there was a time when I loved you. And this is my last gesture of goodwill in memory of what once was. You should be grateful I'm such a gentleman. Whether you go into debt, or whether you have to rob old ladies in the street, I don't give a crap. I just want my money. You hear me, bitch? My money!
Good evening, Kate, dear. Oh, good evening, Susie. I'm so sorry for the way my son's been behaving. It's fine, really. I kind of had a feeling you'd feel pretty rotten about it, too. And even though I'm only your daughter-in-law, you've always been really fair to me. I guess what I'm trying to say is that you don't have to apologize. Thank you, dear. Oh, your words mean a lot to me. And not just to me, but my husband, too. You see, we know you're not the kind of person to do that, and we don't believe the things our son is saying about you, not for 1 second. That said, and I hate to have to tell you this, but there are many in our family who don't know you as well as we do, and unfortunately that means they believe what Roland's saying about you cheating on him. I'm sorry to have to ask you this, and I'm sure I already know the answer, but I have to hear you say it. You didn't cheat on my son, did you, dear? No way, of course I didn't. Can you think of any reason he might be so confused? Something that might have made him make such a huge misunderstanding? Maybe meeting up with a guy from work or someone in your family? Oh, you know, that kind of thing? Well, if I had to say, all I can think of is my brother. Oh, you mean Ben, the tall gentleman I met yesterday? Oh, if I remember, he just came back from a very long work transfer in Japan last week. Is that right? Yep, that's him. We went out for a meal the day after he came back to America, but I told Roland about it beforehand. I mean, it really is hard to believe that this is about Ben. Now that I think about it, he and Roland do know each other. Yes, dear, you're right. All right, got it. Leave this with me. I don't know where Roland is right now, but I am in touch with one of his friends. Let's see if I can't get some information on my son's whereabouts. Or more importantly, what on earth this is all about. Right. I'm sorry for the trouble, Susie. But I'm counting on you. Hello, Kate. I'm sorry I kept you waiting, dear. I managed to get some information about Roland from his friend. Wow, nice going. Thanks a bunch. What did you find out? Well, you see, about that, it would appear that my son has made a misunderstanding of such epic proportions that it makes me severely doubt his intelligence. And I say that as his mother. Okay, now I'm curious. What happened? If it's not a problem for you, would you mind if we met and discussed it in person? I want to apologize to you, your parents, and your brother. I'm so sorry to ask you on such short notice, but I was hoping my husband and I could come over and see you this afternoon. Okay, sure thing. How about we meet up outside that family restaurant near Binglefloop Station? You know, the one we went to before? Let's say 3 p.m.? Oh, yes, I know the one. Yes, that works fine. We'll be there. Thank you, dear.
If you try coming up with some bullshit reason about why you can't, I'll take that as you failing to deliver on your promise. And I have no choice but to start adding interest the longer you take to pay me back. Hey, you think this is a freaking game, bitch? Well, I ain't playing around. And where's my $5,000 and why the hell haven't you paid me it yet? We divorced because you cheated on me, which means you owe me compensation. You clearly have no intention of doing the decent thing by reflecting on your disgusting behavior and apologizing to me. So you left me no choice but to raise it to $6,000. If you don't pay me by the end of today, it goes up to $7,000. You hear me? $7,000. If you don't want to end up financially ruined, I suggest you start doing as you're told, bitch. Boom. Hurry up and give me my money. Hey. Bitch. What the hell do you think you're playing at? I just got a $5,000 bill for compensation. I'm not the one who's paying. You are. You don't have some stupid outdated idea that the woman automatically gets compensation during a divorce, right? You wouldn't be that much of a moron, would you?
God, would you shut up already?
Excuse me?
I take it the mailman had something for you today then? Did you read it properly?
Oh, believe me, I read it. It was full of stupid, nonsensical crap about how I need to pay you compensation, plus all of the wedding expenses?
Which part of it didn't you get? It's pretty simple, actually. Would you like me to spell it out to you like you're a child? Okay, you owe me money.
What did you just say?
I can repeat myself if you like. Anyway, haven't you realized I know everything yet? The fact the letter got delivered to that address in the first place should tell you the jig is up.
Huh?
I know where you've been hiding ever since you dumped me on our wedding day. Your lover's apartment.
Wait, what the hell? How do you know?
Because I looked into it, obviously.
How the hell?
All I can tell you is the people you thought were your allies are not your allies.
Huh? What do you mean?
Let me make this clear to you one last time. I never cheated on you. You're the one who cheated on me.
What the heck? No. But I have decisive proof that proves your infidelity beyond all doubt. Because I took the perfect photo at just the right moment. Huh?
By perfect photo, do you mean this? It was when we were sat waiting in the seats at the front for a table to open up because the restaurant was full, right?
How the heck do you have that? I took that photo.
Let's just say it found its way into my possession after my private investigator and her co-workers did some digging.
Whatever. What do I care how you get? At least this means you have no choice but to admit to the affair now.
No, that was my brother.
WTF?
I did tell you I was going out for a meal with him for the first time in years after he came home from his work transfer in Japan, didn't I?
Sure you did, but you were obviously lying to go out and see your lover. I saw right through you.
Why don't you take a closer look at the photo? His hair is a little different to the last time you saw him, but you can tell that's my brother, can't you? My brother and I have always looked pretty similar. I mean, look at our noses, for crying out loud. How was it not obvious to you when you took the photo?
Wait a sec. Holy crap, are you being freaking serious right now? Oh, man.
Do you finally understand? What a hasty, impetuous moron you are?
This could not be happening.
I think given the circumstances, I'm being pretty generous with my compromises. I could press charges against you for forgoing my signature on the divorce papers if I wanted to. I could also do the procedures to invalidate the divorce if I wanted to, but obviously I don't want to, because you cheated on me. So instead of sending you to jail, I'll simply bill you for more compensation.
I can't pay $5,000. What are you, crazy? You must be if you think I have that kind of money.
Sorry, Roland, but that just won't do. You're paying me, and that's final. Given your track record with what you did to me at the wedding, there's a good chance you'll try and worm your way out of paying if I let you do it in installments. So you'll be paying me the whole lot in one lump sum.
I can't freaking do that. It's impossible. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. It would appear your lover had no idea you were married. Is that right, Roland?
Well...
I hear her mom and dad are absolutely livid. I might be letting you off lightly, but I can't promise they won't take action against you.
No, wait, please. Don't do this. Fine, you win. Let's get married again.
Excuse me?
Let's just move past this without any unnecessary drama, shall we?
The reality of how screwed you are still hasn't sunk in, has it?
What?
My lawyer will be paying you a visit over the coming days.
Your lawyer? What the hell? Screw that. I just said we can get married again, damn it.
Cheating means divorce, right? Or at least, that's what you keep telling me when you dumped me on our wedding day.
Well, that's,
Oh, it just so happens that I agree with you. We're divorcing and that's final, so just accept it. And let's not let this drag on any longer than it has to, okay? All further communications will go through my lawyer.
No, Kate, please. My parents are disowning me, damn it. How am I supposed to get by now? Do you plan on leaving me on my own?
Yes.
What?
All right, Roland. Well, that's pretty much all I have to say to you. Goodbye. To my surprise, I received payment for the full amount for the compensation I billed him for a few days after our last messages. To make matters worse for the pea-brained villain of today's story, his pissed-off ex-lover, whom he tricked into having an affair with him by pretending to be single, also charged him for a whopping sum in compensation. Once again, she got the whole thing in one lump sum. How did he come up with the money on such short notice, you ask? Well, I heard he borrowed it from two sisters he was friends with as a kid, who grew up to be highly successful businesswomen. According to Susie, my old mother-in-law, he signed a written pledge to serve their every whim and desire as their eternal slave for the rest of his life in return for the loan. You might think that sounds weird, and you'd be right. It does. It turns out the sisters are known for being mentally unstable sexual deviants with a reputation for being dangerous. Well, I can't think of anyone better to take care of my ex-husband. Anyway, as for me, for a short time I did feel a little depressed about becoming a divorcee barely a week after getting engaged. But they say good things come to those who wait, and 6 months later, me and an old classmate hit it off at our school reunion. Then a year after that, we were engaged. Fate has a funny way of bringing people together, huh? We've known each other since we were kids, and even though I never saw him in that way when we were younger, it kinda just, I don't know, it seems right now. He's super funny, kind, and oh crap, I'm gonna be late to our date. Peace!
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hannah, what the hell do you think you're doing? Huh? What, Mom? Why are you asking me something like that out of nowhere? I want to know what you're doing. I just saw you walking out in front of the subway station a second ago. That was you, right? What do you think you're doing walking around like that in public? I guess that was me because I was just walking near there. So you happened to see me then and question why I'd be walking around? I sure as hell did see you. Tell me what the hell is going on right now. To what extent are you going to keep acting all reserved and careless about things when you look like that? Huh? It's been 5 years since the last time I saw you in person, and there has not been a single thing about you that's changed. Your sister happens to be a model and is making it big in that business, so why are you so simple and not doing anything fun with your life? Were you really born for the same parents as her? I don't think that's something the person that literally gave birth to me should be asking. Not only is your face not as cute as hers, but I've tried so hard for so long to make you into the cute little girl I always wanted you to be. And this is how I'm repaid? You never once listened to the things I said you should be doing. Well, the reason I never turned out like Tasha is probably due to the fact that I don't care for makeup or dressing in fancy clothing. And I'm telling you right now that that's not a good thing. Please, just become a little bit more like your big sister. I mean, she's been on live television multiple times now, unlike you. If people begin to find out that she has such an uncool little sister like you, they might stop caring about her. I don't feel like her and I have anything to do with one another, though. Oh, I've had enough of this. I don't even want to think of you as my little girl anymore. I knew long ago that after you graduated from school, I should have just cut ties with you completely. Well, you did end up kicking me out of the house then, so that's pretty much the same thing, right? Well, starting today, I'm going to never speak to you again. I never want an ugly woman like you in my sights ever again, and I mean that. Sure thing. You didn't even have to tell me that because that was my plan from the start. You really have not a single thing about you that makes you decent, you brat. And I'd better never see you walking around town in such a laid-back fashion again, either. It embarrasses me knowing that my disgrace of a daughter is out somewhere where everyone can see her. What has gotten into you this time? You really have the worst personality out of anyone. Thank you for going out for coffee with me today. I have to meet with someone relating to my job there later today, and I don't want to just sit around on my own for a few hours waiting. So you being around to talk with me for a bit and have a cup was very kind of you. No worries, Tasha, and thank you for paying for my coffee for me. Also, as for what Mom told you today, you really don't have to worry about a word she said to you, all right? She just happens to be a toxic witch is all. I totally understand that. And luckily for myself, I haven't been worried by anything she said. You sure? If you really aren't upset by her, then that's good. But are you sure you're not taking everything she said personally and are hiding it from me? I don't want you to be dealing with all of this on your own, okay? I told you I'm fine. You're getting too worried over nothing. If anything, I think it's you between the two of us that's getting all worked up by what she said to me. What? Tasha, you have lived your whole life being cared for so deeply by Mom all the time, right? So when you see me being treated like I'm not even her daughter, that probably makes you uncomfortable. It does, actually. I've always been a bit unnerved by everything she does to you. But for the longest time, I haven't ever been able to do anything to help you when things like that start again. You don't have to worry about it, though. You and I have been kids forever now, so we don't know how to deal with situations like that. So don't feel like I'm angered at you or anything over it. Also, when Dad was still around, he was there to make sure I had someone who cared for me. That's true. Dad was such a great man. But I still can't forgive myself for never stepping in. Do you not realize that I'm thankful to you? When I was kicked out of the house after high school, you allowed me to come to your house for a while. If it wasn't for you doing such a thing, I'd have been left to the streets. Don't feel thankful for that. At the time, I hated living by myself anyway, so it was for my own selfish wants. And back then, Mom was paying for half of my rent and for a lot of my things in that place, so I was blessed with the house I was allowed to live in. And also, once you moved in, you started to do all the chores and cooking for me. And I really can't have you thanking me for any of that. Well, come on now. You were never going to clean your house or cook for yourself because you were too busy being a model. I thought at the time that if I didn't start to cook for you, then you might start to gorge yourself on fast food and ruin the body that's gotten you your career. See? I should be thanking you for taking care of me back then. Honestly, I'm a terrible older sister to you. Well, I'm totally fine with you being a terrible older sister, so you don't have to get all down about it. Now, how many more times are you going to have me calm you down like this? I hate seeing you sad about everything, so I do it out of my own wants, but you really need to get a hold of yourself there. You are right, though. I need to stop relying on you to make me feel better like this. Understand that I'm not angry at you about anything right now, and that I'm thankful for having you as my older sister. Seriously. All right, that's the end of this conversation then. All right, I'm sorry. Sorry about getting this way every time. I'll do my best to not get so worked up from now on. Thank you again, Hannah. Please take better care of yourself for me. I'll try. See you again next week. I'm really looking forward to coming out with you to choose your wedding dress. Now, I've already told you before that I'm going to choose my dress, all right? No, you're not. I think I've told you before as well that you do not have a single sense of fashion. So if I let you choose a dress for yourself, it'll be a disaster. This is going to be for one of your biggest days in your life, so please let me be the one to choose your dress for you. Dang it. I hate having to let my older sister pick out my dress for me, but then again, you are the model, so you have a far better idea of what's right for my body than even I do. Just make sure whatever you choose for me isn't too gaudy. See you next week. See you soon. Hey, Hannah. Have you had a look at the picture I just sent you? What? Oh, I just saw it. What is this? Are you planning to go to a funeral soon? I know what's going on with you. You're going to be having a wedding here soon. I can't believe that my own daughter would try to keep her very own wedding a secret from her mother. And I'm sure you have no plans of inviting me to your wedding either. Well, don't worry, because I've been able to find out all the details regarding you and your upcoming wedding. I guess I am getting married soon. But what does me getting married and having a wedding have to do with you and that funeral clothing you have there? Well, I suppose it wouldn't be any fun leaving you here without telling you everything you should know about this. Now, today is the day of your wedding, correct? What? Today I'm planning on going to your wedding, and I'm going to be wearing these clothes to your wedding as if it were a funeral. And the reason why? Because a simple little brat like you would look a lot better having your mother dressed up for a funeral on your wedding day. Wait. Hold on a second, Mom. My wedding isn't today, all right? Yeah. I've already looked into all of it, so don't even bother trying to fool me now. Well, now that you know what you have to look forward to today, I hope you prepare yourself. Hold it right there! I just made it to the reception hall. There are a lot more guests here than I was anticipating. It's quite amazing that someone like you would be able to fool this many people into coming to your wedding of all things. You're lying, right? You really went there? Mom, I think it's best if you just turned around and went home right now. I'm not joking around. I have no reason to be going home now after coming all the way out here. I can tell that the wedding will be getting started very soon here. I hope you're looking forward to seeing me when you get out on stage. Mom, why are you still trying to harass me like this? I thought you already told me you cut ties to me, so I don't get why you're still trying so hard to be around me. Can't you just leave me be and go enjoy your own life? The only reason I'm here to mess with you right now is because you never invited me. What the hell did you think you were doing when not inviting your own mother? Do you not feel any form of thanks for all the years I've spent raising you? You already told me that you wanted to cut ties to me, though. Why are you still going on about all of this when you don't even want me as your daughter? It's starting to become a headache for me trying to figure out how you really feel right now. Are you mentally okay? Shut your little mouth. No matter how much I don't want you to be my daughter, you will still respect me as your mother and be punished for acting out of line. Now, please, get yourself ready to enjoy the wedding you're putting on for everyone. Of course, I'll be waiting for you. In the clothing I found matched my feelings for you the best. What are you trying to do to me? Seriously. I find it very thoughtful of me coming in this all-black dress for my plain daughter's wedding today. I'm sure you'll want the wedding canceled once you see how everyone else reacts to seeing the bride's mom in funeral clothing. I already had my wedding yesterday, though. What? My wedding. It was yesterday. Today you're at the wedding of some complete stranger.
You're lying to me, right? There's no way I got all the information wrong. I know for a fact that the person who told me the details of your wedding would never mess any of the details up.
Tell me, Mom, who was the one that told you about my wedding?
Who? I just heard about it through some rumors is all.
Through rumors? So what the hell were you just talking about? You made it sound like you had some kind of an informant, you idiot. Well, anyway, my wedding is not today, Mom. I can give you all the evidence you need of that right now if you want.
No way. Oh, you weren't kidding. I have no idea who either of these people are that just walked out. If you knew that today wasn't your wedding, then tell me that sooner. I knew something was off here. All of these really good-looking guys here, why would any of them ever go to a wedding for you, of all people?
Ugh, you really are such an imbecile. Well, have fun at that stranger's wedding. Bye-bye.
Wait a second. Hey, wait a second, Ren. You reply to me right now.
Come on, how many gosh dang times are you going to try calling me today? It's pretty freaking annoying. I am tired from my wedding yesterday and would really like to relax. Can you just save all your BS for another day?
Hey, please, oh, come help me. For some reason, I felt a little bit of fear by being at this stranger's wedding, and now I know why. I'm trying to leave, but they're not letting me go home. They're saying that I'm from another gang and am trying to make a point at the wedding.
Oh, God, that's pretty scary, Mom. Well, I'm sure they might think you were trying to harass the bride or groom in some way by showing up in all black for a funeral.
I want you to talk to them right now and tell them this was all a big mistake. If you don't, I'm not sure what's going to happen to me.
What's the situation like right now?
I ran and locked myself in the bathroom, but they keep banging on the door and asking me to let them in. They keep telling me that they're going to all teach me a lesson, but I'm just an old and confused woman who got the dates wrong is all. I tried to explain that to some of the guests, but not a single one of them wanted to listen to me.
Well, that might have to do with them all thinking that you came to the wedding dressed in black to try to harass someone. Ugh, all right. I'll go ahead and give the reception hall a call and see if I can explain what's happened to them.
Really? Thank you.
I went ahead and had a talk with someone on the phone, and I think it cleared up everything for them. Of course, you're not going to be let off the hook easily, though. You went and ruined a very important wedding for someone, after all.
Well, that's what they're telling me now. They're telling me to pay half of the wedding costs right now.
That's pretty kind of them to only be asking you for half, right? I was thinking having you pay for everything would have been the correct punishment.
But I can't even pay for half of the wedding, Hannah. Would you please give me some money?
That's going to be a no from me, Mom. Why should I, the one you were trying to harass today, give you any kind of money to help you get out of your own mess? You should be happy I was kind enough to even call the wedding place and explain why you were ruining the wedding in the first place. But that's it from me now. You'll figure out how to pay them on your own.
What kind of heartless woman are you? This is why I call you such a plain and ugly woman all the time.
The only reason you called me is that because you're a stupid witch. Well, that's it from me. You're really not getting any of my help now.
Wait a second, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, okay? Your own mother is apologizing to you now, right? Hannah, I have something to ask you, so please respond to me. I can see that you're reading all these texts, so you haven't blocked me yet, right? I have something very serious that I'd like to talk to you about. I've already been blocked by your sister, so I'm not able to get in touch with her anymore.
Go ahead. I was just thinking that today would be the perfect day to finally block you, so this will be your last chance to talk to me.
I was kicked out of the apartment building that I was living in. I wasn't able to pay for the rent there anymore. Look, after what happened at that stranger's wedding, I was forced to pay a lot of money that I haven't been able to make back.
And?
I know now that I've done a few bad things in the past as well, okay? I know that very well now. I will apologize to you in person the next time I see you, so please just help me out.
You've done a few bad things in the past as well. Oh, so that must mean you feel as though I've done some bad things in the past too, then?
No, that's not at all what I meant by that.
I know for a fact that you do feel as though I'm still in the wrong for everything. So, you were kicked out of that apartment? Sucks to suck, doesn't it? Good luck with wherever you end up next, okay?
What? Hey, hold on. Did you plan to just throw me away then?
Well, look, Mom, it's not like you're working a job or anything. And for the past few years, you've been relying on Tasha to help you pay your bills, right?
Well, that didn't have to do with me not having any of the money myself. All that time, I had enough money left over from your father after he passed away.
What did you end up using all his money on then? Have you been gambling it all away?
No! I had to hire myself someone to help me start searching for where both you and your older sister are living. I've really been wanting for both you guys and I to become family again.
I see. And even with a hired pro helping you out, you still couldn't find us? So over time, you kept dumping more and more money into the pro for nothing?
That's right. So please, can you at the very least tell Tasha that I'm wanting to talk to her?
Huh? Why do you need to talk with her now?
Well, turns out that the pro I hired happens to be a really big fan of Tasha and all, so I promised him that if he can help me find her, I'll let him get to know her better. He said if that's the case, then he'd void the rest of the money I owe him.
Unbelievable. So both you and that pro are just creepy and stupid? Also, why the hell do you need a pro to help you search for us? Just do it yourself.
Well, that pro I hired is actually stupid, and that's why I still haven't been able to find either of you.
You both are brain-dead idiots. I can't with you anymore. That's it. If you think you can just keep trying to rely on your daughters for money, then it's better that you just forget about being our mom.
Wait, this isn't about only money, but you have to understand that I don't have anything anymore. I need some money at the very least from one of you.
Sorry, I'm just not in the mood to help you out, and I sure never will be. Would you please stop trying to find either one of us? If you keep all of that up, someone might find out that you're our actual mother, and that might make Tasha look bad. My mom got a rundown apartment, but continued borrowing money just to survive, pushing herself deeper into trouble. She took a part-time job, but all her earnings went towards searching for Tasha. While I'm not suggesting she couldn't manage things better, if she doesn't start paying off her debts, she'll be in even more serious trouble. She still thinks of us as a source of money and expects that we'll help if she finds us, which I find ridiculous. I haven't blocked her number yet because I enjoy watching her messages pile up, asking for help while updating me on her mess. Eventually, she'll realize we don't care, and that her debt will only make her life worse. She's too blind to see the consequences. Years later, my sister retired from modeling to live her own life and likely travel. We don't talk much, but I look forward to catching up with her. As for Mom, we haven't heard much besides her being fired and stuck in debt. She never found us, and her last message mentioned someone following her. This year, I'm expecting my first baby, and while my life is simpler than my sister's, I'm content with my small family. Nothing will make me feel bad about that. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.